Quick update for you guys. I finally got it all wired up. I got the Arduino programmed, and so here we go. I got the data glove to the right here with all the fingertips attached and all that fun stuff. And then on the left I've got the prosthetic hand I printed not too long ago. Right now I have a piece of copper in here just to keep it steady because every time I was using it, well, you'll see what happens. So first thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to put the glove on so that way, I have something to work with. Otherwise, it's going to be a little awkward to see it kind of move without the glove being used. Alright, so there we go. Got the data glove on. It's pretty cool. It's working. Got to make sure all these fishing line strings here are actually going to be where they're supposed to be. I've had a couple of these pop off. So I got to maybe think about a redesign on these bridge pieces here so that way they don't fall off in the future. But hopefully in the next edition of this, I won't even have that issue. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and plug in the power for the servos. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the Arduino and we'll start seeing some magic happening. That's just a 9-volt battery. Alright, there we go, we're ready to go. And you'll start hearing the servos move here. I'll even get you a better look here. Pretty cool, huh? So right now I have it set up so that way each finger is controlled individually. As you can see, these servos are quite powerful. They start turning themselves and they start moving the copper pipe around. Not all the fingers fully retract as they're supposed to. As you can see, the index is still kind of like not taut enough, but that's also because the motor just moved. And it likes to just keep jiggling around. I probably should put another screw in that just to hold it steady, but oh well. At least it can make a fist. Rock on. Cool. Next thing I'm going to test is to see if it can actually pick something up or not. So here I just have a quick little spindle of thread. And let's see if it can do anything with it. Come on. Oh, almost. It's hard. Let's try laying it down maybe. I got all this stuff in my way. Alright, let's see if I can... No, that's going to be terrible too. Well, let's just go for it. Nope. Careful. Careful. It's not as easy as it looks. Trust me. I thought this looked easy. Come on. Just grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Yes, I got it. Just had to give it a good fast grip. Oh, look, I'm not using my pinky. Now I can be fancy. Yay, it worked. Now let's grab it off again. Oh, that kind of worked, I guess. Come here. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Ah, that's not bad. Looks like I'm actually holding on to it like a real hand should. That's pretty cool. As far as the data glove design goes, I actually wouldn't mind talking a little bit about the design on how this works and why it doesn't. Things I like about it, things I don't like about it. So I copied this idea from another design I saw online and kind of put my own spin on things because I noticed that they used potentiometers on the top plate here that were underneath a support plate. I call this the support plate and this is the hand plate. And then we have these arms and we have the fingers that attach to the fingertips. The way they did it was completely different as far as how it attached here to the actual physical hand. So this is my own spin on it. And using thread, or I should say fishing line here, is different than what their design was as well. So you could say for the most part this is totally unique. I use some tension lines here. These are some nylon straps. They're actually just little pieces of nylon thread that are 2 millimeter in thickness. They just tie in on the bottom of these potentiometers here. And whenever I spin one of these by pulling down on it, you can see it actually spins it forward. So that way it actually can be pulled back. That's the whole reason why these black threads are here, is just to pull the potentiometers back into place after I'm done gripping. Otherwise, I'd create a grip and they would just stay there and they would never move away. So I use that to have them pull back. Now, for the idea for this was I wanted to have it so that I could use all 5 fingers individually. But I'm starting to wonder if I even need to use all 5 fingers. Maybe I only need 3. What if I combined the middle, ring, and pinky finger all in the same servo, all in the same potentiometer, and then had the index and thumb separate from these 3? So instead of having 5 servos, which you can see this is quite bulky to have, and putting this onto a gauntlet is going to be quite difficult. Maybe I should just have it so that way these 3 fingers here are all controlled by the same servo back here, thus alleviating how much power I need, because in order to power these many servos, I need literally 5 amps, or 5,000 milliamps from this one battery. And it would last for about an hour. And that's if with all the servos at their maximum strength being held on to whatever it is it's grabbing onto. As you can see, the fingers are already starting to loosen up, but that's just because of the design on this, and of course that servo keeps bending out of place. So that's my idea for right now. Maybe I'm going to redesign the data glove to only need 3 fingers instead of all 5. That would make this a lot smaller and a lot less complicated. Plus, it would allow me to use my ring finger and pinky to grip onto a bar that could be attached to the copper gauntlet. But it would make a lot more sense because it's a lot less wiring to have to deal with. As you can imagine, this is a little bit of annoying to have to deal with. And just give me a lot more flexibility in the sense that it's easier to put together, easier to think about, easier to operate. So there you have it. You have a data glove and you have a prosthetic hand that's now operating as one. Well, kind of. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Oh, see? Yep, that's what happens.